It's back. The Greg Larson Show is back. And if you like it, go to my Patreon, Greg Larson on Patreon, and or tell someone else to listen to it. By sharing it or posting about it, it supports the podcast. By going onto the Patreon, it supports the podcast. And you'll get extra content there, and you'll get all the episodes without ads. So please support the show. Love you.
The Greg Larson Show. The big unit is ready to go. The Greg Larson Show. Muck around on the marzipan. A fresh custard in his hand. The greatest podcast in all the land. Greg Larson Show. Yeah. What we need, another podcast show.
Look, how you going there, mate? My name is John Drayson, and I'm ringing up Kmart here to make a little complaint, to make a little formal complaint here. Now, I just want to say, right off the bat that, 9 times out of 10, I think your staff are just great. I think they're just great, but there's that 1 out of 10, and unfortunately, I've had that 1 out of 10 yesterday. Now, you see, I as I said, my name is John Drayson. And I've gone into the photo labs to get some photos developed. And I don't mind to tell you that they were of a sexy nature. Not sexual, but sexy in nature. Because I'm trying to get back out on the dating scene, you see. And I thought, I'd send some photos into this magazine that does these sort of photos, like they do, like dating. Blokes can send in photos, and then there's a number that women can call, and they can call up and go, oh, I like the look of that bloke. He softens my pudding, if you know what I mean. He's a bit of an all right. He fidges my biddle. And so I've taken some. I've really put my heart on my sleeve, and taken some photos of myself in the backyard. Now, as I say, I'm John Drayson, and is my name, and I'm 63 years young, you see, and so I don't have the world's best body, but I try my best, That's all anyone can do. And I took a lot of photos of myself. I thought, I'll do my mullet up really nice. I've got a curly mullet. I've made it look really, really good. And I've put on just a pair of Y-front just undies and gone into the backyard and just thought, I'll just take a few photos of me squatting down, getting close to the earth. Maybe a couple up in a tree, doing a squat in the tree. I thought, I'll show that I'm, a successful man. I've got a mower, so I'm squatting next to me mower in me undies there, and because it's a sexy photo shoot. It's not sexual. There was one where I had a guitar and I did have an erection in my Y-fronts, but I thought that was tasteful in a way. It was nice and soft and tasteful. I thought, just a lone man with a hidden but visible erection as he crouched in the backyard playing a little song on his acoustic guitar. I thought there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm not ashamed of that. But the people in Kmart made me feel like I should be ashamed of that. They printed out the photos, right, in the photo lab. I could see them laughing as they were doing it. I could see them, mucking around and joking around. And I did notice that they printed out a couple of extra copies that they kept themselves. And I could see people started to crowd around because on the photo machines there, the actual photos come as they're printed out. I don't know if you know this, but the general public, the other customers can just see them coming out. And all these kids started crowding around going, who's this old bloke? Where's he going to? Why has he got a big stiffy? And I was like, oh, boys, you don't know any people's stories, you know. You shouldn't make fun of people. And then they started going, you're the old bloke. And this one of them, he was like the ringleader. They called him Little Jason, but he was very big. And he started doing kick flips on his skateboard. He started doing all these kick flips going, look at me, I'm going to kick flip over your stiffy. And I said, joke's on you, you little bugger, I don't even have a stiffy right now. And they thought that was funny. They laughed and I'm just trying to get my photos. I'm just like, can I just get these photos and get out of here? I've had enough humiliation for one day. And then the manager of the store comes out, and his name was Big Ernest Jim. And I knew that because he had a T-shirt that says, I'm Big Ernest Jim, and then underneath it says, and I like it rough. And I was like, is this the manager? I've been kick-flipped. This guy's been kick-flipping all over me. And Big Ernest Jim goes, that's nothing, mate. And he picks me up and he spins me around. He's spinning me around above his head, just doing laps of Kmart, going, I like it rough. I'm Big Ernest Jim. And I was like, I don't even know why. What do you mean, Ernest? What does that even mean, Jim? Why are you doing this to me? I just wanted to get my photos. I'm trying to find love. I'm trying to find a soulmate. I put my heart on my sleeve. I put my undies on and took these photos, the most vulnerable I've ever been. And now there's a big man called Big Ernest Jim spinning me around. There's kids doing kick flips. And they just hurt my feelings. You know, and that's all I want to say. You know, you can't go around hurting people's feelings like that. I'm a man. I'm a man with a mullet and a mower. And I just want someone to love me. But I guess no one ever will.
Hey, you look cool, and you're really tall. You're cool and tall. You're so big. You look like the kind of guy I'd like to hang around. You're cool. I like you. Yeah. You're so fun. I bet you could wear any hat you like and still look cool. You're such a joy to be around. It's fun hanging out with you. Your smile makes me feel happy. I feel happy every time I see you. Wow. You're really cool. Did anyone ever tell you how cool you are? I bet they did. I bet you achieve really good in sports. What's your best score? I bet I can't beat it. You're so fun. I wish I was like you. I wish I was inside you. You're really cool. Let's go play some video games. Or go for a run on the beach. Wow! There's a whale! There's a dolphin! Let's do a flip! There's a lot of sand at this beach, but it's okay because you're so cool. What a great day! I've had the best day hanging out with you. Let's go for a swim. Let's swim forever. Let's go out in the ocean. So here's the thing, right? And you tell me if this is strange. But my mate comes over yesterday and I say, you want a cup of tea? I just say, you want a cup of tea? And he's like, no, thank you. Just a cup of hot water. And right off the bat, I'm like, okay, I've seen people do this. Right? They'll just have a cup of hot water. I think it's weird, but if that's your thing, it's, you don't want the caffeine, you don't want the fucking whatever. It's just a hot thing to sip on. But he doesn't finish, right? He goes, I want a cup of hot water with just a squirt of Morning Fresh. I say, you what? He says, just a cup of hot water with one squirt of Morning Fresh. I say, Morning Fresh, the dishwashing liquid. Are you mad? And he says, no, yes. No, I'm not mad, but yes, I want the dishwashing liquid Morning Fresh squirted in my cup of hot water. I said, you can't drink Morning Fresh, mate. You can't drink dishwashing liquid. And he goes, yes, you can. Why would, you think about it, right? This is what he says to me. He goes, you think about it. You gotta wash dishes with that. You eat off dishes, yeah? If it was toxic, you wouldn't be able to fucking clean your dishes with it, would ya? And I said, okay, well, fair enough. It's probably non-toxic, but it's fucking dishwashing liquid, yeah? You can't eat dishwashing liquid or drink dishwashing liquid. And he goes, why not? Because what? Your society tells you what you can and can't do. And I said, yeah, it fucking does. My society tells me what I can and can't do. And one of those things is drinking fucking Morning Fresh dishwashing liquids. And I think that's okay. I think that's a rule you should follow. And he says, bollocks. He says, that's what they want you to do. He says, he said, would you look at me weird if I had a cup of hot water with lemon? And I said, no, I wouldn't. Because as I was saying before, cup of hot water with lemon, that's fine. People drink that. And he goes, well, Morning Fresh is lemon flavoured, isn't it? I said, you fucking what? It's lemon scented. It's not fucking lemon flavoured. And he's going on about how your taste buds and your nose, your olfactory senses, they're all linked up somehow, and I don't fucking want to hear what he's saying. He's like a flavour scent. A flavour is just taste through your nose, isn't it? And I will admit he got me there. He's like, you're tasting something through your nose. You're just tasting it through your nose. And I thought, that's right. It's like your nose has little tongues inside it, just tasting the flavours, the flavours, the air flavours. It's flavoured air that you're tasting with your tongue nose. And then that fucking sent me on a spiral because I realised when you're smelling a shit, when you're smelling a fart or a shit, that's you tasting it with your nose. That's you tasting a shit with your nose. And I hated that. I hated that he made me think that. That's a thought I have to live with now for the rest of my life. Just thinking, you got little tongues in your nose, tasting shits. Tasting the air of shits. I squirted the Morning Fresh in his cup of hot water and he drank it. He just stared me right in the eye. We didn't talk for a full minute while he drank it in big gulps. It was boiling water too. He drank it pretty fucking quick for boiling water. And then at the end, he just flew away. And I mean, he literally started flapping his arms and crowing like a bird. And I thought, what are you on about? And then he just started lifting up. Like in the cartoons when they smell a pie on a windowsill, he just started lifting up and went tweet, tweet, and he flew away. That was the weirdest fucking Sunday I ever had. Tell you what. Yeah. But anyway, officer, as I said, you are welcome to search the premises. I see your search warrant is in order. I will not interfere. Just give me a yell if you need anything. Okay.
Welcome to the Suck-Off Olympics. You have been selected as the top candidate for the Suck-Off Olympics. It's time to, you can either get sucked off or be the suck-off. The suck-off. It's the Olympics, but for suck-offs. People can suck each other off. Or be sucked off. You can be sucked off or suck someone off. And you win medals for being the best at sucking someone off or being the best at getting sucked off. You might think it's difficult to be the best at getting sucked off, but there is an art to it. There is a skill to getting sucked off that's more than just going, I'm being sucked off, oh my god. You actually have to, be good at it. And I can't describe to you how to be good at it, you just have to be good at it. But anyway, welcome to the Suck-Off Olympics. President Trump.
Trump's at the Suck-Off Olympics. Donald Trump comes to the Suck-Off Olympics. Donald Trump, and he's ready to suck off. And he's sucking off everybody, and he's getting sucked off. Donald Trump.
Suck-Off Olympics. Suck-Off Olympics.
Hey everybody, it's the Suck-Off Olympics. Hey everybody, it's the Suck-Off Olympics.
It's the Suck-Off Olympics. Welcome to hell.
Yeah, mate, just chuck that down on the bench over there. Oh, sorry, hang on, my phone's ringing. Hang on. Hello? Yeah, how you doing, Timo? Yeah, all good, mate, all good. Hey, listen, thanks for doing this favour, mate. I'm just fucking busy as shit right now. Yeah, too easy. Yeah, so directions, right? It's pretty easy to find. Just drive down fucking High Street. Yeah. And you want to get to, I forget the name of the street that you turn onto, but it's right on the corner. There's a KFC. There's like a massive KFC. You can't miss it. It's about 5 minutes drive down High Street from where you are. You'll see the KFC, and then you turn in left. Right? Yeah. Just turn left at the KFC and drive down there. I reckon, again, I forget the name of that road, but I reckon, another 10 minutes, and then you'll get to there's another KFC up there. Yeah. This one, you'll notice has like a big sign out the front saying 24 nuggets for $9.95. There's like a big banner there, but they don't honour the thing. It's an old promotion, and they don't honour it. I've had chats with them. It's like I've called the ACCC. It's fucking illegal what they're doing. Because you can't say there's 24 nuggets for $9.95 and then not have the deal. Like, the deal, that was an old deal. It's no longer valid, so they got to take the sign down. They haven't fucking done it. You think no one's fucking gives a shit? I've tried to get in there, and I've tried to get it fucking shut down, but no one's fucking... Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. They got a sign that says 24 nuggets for $9.95. It's a lie. Don't pay attention to it, but look out for it, because then you're turning right. You're turning right at that KFC. Then you just go straight through the roundabout. There's a KFC on your left, past that one. Just keep going straight on, straight as you like, straight as a die. And then you'll get to a second KFC. Fourth KFC in this whole thing of directions, but second on that street. The first one you pass, well, the first one is where you turn with the $9.95 nugget thing that's a lie. Then you get to the other KFC. Yeah, you go straight past that. Then you get to the next KFC. So the second on that street, third, I guess on that street, technically, if you're including the one that you turn past, and fourth, it's just another... You'll know this KFC because there's like a bin out the front, and someone has graffitied on the bin something along the lines of Daniel sucks dog cocks. I don't know. I can't remember if it's Daniel or Danny or Denver. I don't know whose name. It's a D name, I'm pretty sure, but it says, Daniel sucks dog cocks. There's definitely dog cocks are involved. If the graffiti's washed off, which I doubt it will be, that Daniel sucks dogs cocks has been up there for 6 years, minimum. But if for some reason it's been magically washed off, then just the third KFC on that road. Second after you've turned. Yeah. It's easy as like. Anyway. Then you're turning right, then you're going straight. If you get to the Red Rooster, you've gone too far, right? You've gone you back up, you're looking for a KFC. You're looking for a fucked KFC. It's technically still in business, but it looks like ruins. But they are operational. They are actually fucking operational. You'll notice they have the big KFC bucket, like the bucket that they have on the sign. But that is on the ground. Like it's fallen off and a man lives in it. Yeah, there's like a man in there, like a guy. I've talked to him. His name's Krebbit. He's fucking psycho. Don't fucking talk to him, man. He's fucking psycho. Krebbit will actually kill you. Like, he's fucking crazy, man. He's like, yeah. Anyway, you'll see Krebbit. He'll be like screaming from his KFC thing, going, "Oh, they're gonna get us. They're gonna get us. The government's gonna get us," or whatever he goes on about. Anyway, so you're turning right at that KFC, right before you get to the Red Rooster. Anyway, now you're on a main road, easy as you like, straight as a die. Go down. You're gonna pass like 6 or 7 KFCs. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 KFCs. The 9th KFC, that's your golden ticket. That's the KFC where you want to turn one more time. You're turning left at the 9th KFC. So you got to be careful. You count your KFCs all the way up to 9. All these KFCs are identical, like literally identical. So you have to count them. They're all run by the same man, and he's really weird. He's like, he doesn't blink. I've never seen the cunt blink. But he fucking fries a chicken up better than any cunt I've ever seen. Anyway, the 9th KFC, that's when you're turning left. And you just go straight on until you get there. I can't remember the name of it. It's a funeral home. It'll say, like whatever a funeral home says. And yeah, if you just go in and just say like, give them some flowers, like write in the book. Like just write in the book, like something like, dictate this. This is what you write in the book. Dear little Lachlan, sorry that you're dead. Shame you didn't make it to the big 10-0, 1-0, double digits. Shame you didn't make it to double digits. Right. Dear little Lachlan, sorry you're dead. Shame you didn't make it to double digits. All the best, from Mick. Just write from Mick at the end. Actually, no, that sounds a bit impersonal. Change from Mick, change it to from Dad. Yeah, too easy. Yeah, and then just pass on my apologies to everyone. My misso's there, and they'll all be there. But yeah, just, obviously can't make it down today. Yeah. Yeah, all right, cheers, mate. Oh, and can you swing by one of the KFCs on your way back? Yeah, go to the one that has the sign with the nuggets. If you kick up enough of a fuss, they will do the deal for you. They will do the deal. Tell them that Mick told you got to do the deal. All right, cheers, mate. All right, see ya. All right. Hey, Ray.
Hi everyone, my name's Keith, and yeah, I'm like all of you, suffering from natal partum depression. I'm not sure what it is when you're the father, but yeah, ever since the birth of my son, I've had a lot of issues, a lot of problems. I've been to a psychiatrist. I've been talking about it. I've been talking about all the issues that I have. I worry about everything he does. I worry all the time. I feel like I'm constantly comparing what he's doing to what other kids his age are doing, like for example, I worry, should he be walking? Should he be talking? A lot of people say, no, he's only 3 months old, but, he is walking. He's walking at full speed. He's running. And he is talking. He's talking quite loudly. He only ever says one word, he keeps saying maggots over and over again, maggots. And he'll sprint into the room at full speed and just scream, maggots, maggots, maggots. And it freaks me out, you know, and I know I'm overthinking it. I know that every kid is different, but I feel really unsettled, you know, because as, you know, people here who have heard me before, it's just his legs are so long, and that's what really scares me. His legs are 6 feet long, you know, and I've never seen any kid with 6 foot long legs, but then he's a really small body, but then really long arms again, with like claws on his hands, like a daddy long-legged spider. And he'll just run in, sprinting in, going, maggots, maggots. And, you know, and that's why I've seen the psychiatrist, because obviously, you know, people can talk to a lot of people here, even, I'm not saying that my problems are worse than anyone else's, obviously we're all going through something, but you know, people have their spouse, their wife, their partner, their husband, whatever, to be able to talk to. And I don't have my wife to talk to because, you know, he ate her immediately. You know, as he was birthed, his head appeared, and that was the moment when he immediately began to eat her. He just he turned his head around and started eating her from the bottom up. And the doctors, they said, you know, they were trying to be calm about it and say like, oh, look, every birth is different, but this felt like not right. You know, like my son ate my wife immediately, and then just sort of went into like a cocoon for 3 days and 3 nights, and then when he came out, his arms and legs were all fucking long and everything. You know what I mean? Like it's wondering what's normal, what's not normal, you know, and that's why coming to this group helps. Why coming to this group helps so much, because I can talk to people and realize that there is no normal. No child is normal. Everyone's different. Everyone has their own abilities and their own stories and their own challenges, you know, and that these thoughts of depression they're just thoughts, you know. He's still my son. You know, my son Scruntley, he's still my boy. And it even helps to know, like knowing from here and talking to the psychiatrist as well, that, you know, you feel so guilty when you're a parent, you know, when they're keeping you up at night, whether it's with, you know, crying or, you know, crawling around the ceiling, screaming maggots and vomiting like a thick green ooze. Either way, you know, you're not getting a lot of sleep. And it's common that parents, you know, will have thoughts about harming their child, or even, you know, God forbid, you know, killing their child. And I know none of us here would ever do that. I'm just saying it's comforting to know that those thoughts are just thoughts, that those, and that other people feel those thoughts, so you don't have to feel guilty for feeling those thoughts. I guess the difference is, whilst, you know, a lot of people do have thoughts of killing their child, I've tried heaps of times to kill him, but he just seems to get stronger with every attempt. Like I tried to set him on fire. That just backfired in a huge way, because it almost like it made all these boils on his back sort of grow like spikes. And I don't know, now he can control fire with his mind. It's you know, that's a nightmare. And tried to electrocute him, but then now just seems to have harnessed again the electrical power. It's like anything I try and kill him with, he'll harness that power and use it against me. Which I guess is a little ironic because our first two kids, they died real easy. Like my first kid, like I think he was allergic to fire because he just got in a fire and then that was it. And one of them was like, I think allergic to electricity as well. And we had all this electricity in this one room because of these experiments I was doing. But anyway, that's all done and dusted now. Now I've just got the one lad with the big arms and legs, and scurrying around the ceiling and vomiting the green stuff. And I think he needs to feed again. So I will probably, like, no offense to anyone here, but because it's anonymous and everything, I feel comfortable saying that I will be abducting one of you at the end of the evening to feed to him. And hopefully that doesn't get traced back to me because, this is an anonymous parents group. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's about it. Thanks everybody. Oh, and those little Lamingtons on the snacks table, I made them. I made them from scratch too. Like I actually made the sponge. So yeah, if you want a little Lamington, go right ahead. All right, I'll let someone else talk now. I've been rattling on. All right, see ya.
The Greg Larson Show. The big unit is ready to go. The Greg Larson Show. Muck around on the Mazapan. A fresh custard in his hand. The greatest podcast in all the land. Greg Larson Show. Yeah. Great, just what we need, another